All right, well, it's Carlos Gutierrez, everything real estate here in wealth building in San Diego. And we're doing our walks and talks. And I'm here with my very good friend, Mark Rauch, who is a living trust advisor here in San Diego, one of the best as well. So we're talking about trust. Now tell me, why do so many people wait to get a living trust? And why is it so important that they do get a living trust?
I believe the reason that they wait is they don't really want to move forward with it because they think it's going to be so hard, so difficult, and it really isn't. I mean, with the technology these days and the information, it's very simple and easy to get it implemented, started, funded, and it's all done.
Yeah. Now, what's the most important reason why they should get a trust?
Well, a lot of people just think if something happens to them or they die, that everything just goes to their kids. And that's really not true. It has to go through the probate process to make sure that it really does go to the kids.
Which could take a year and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
That's correct, especially with the shutdown of COVID.
Right.
It's taking even longer because the courts were shut down. Everything's backed up.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the most important thing our client should be asking someone that's setting up their living trust?
For sure, the number one question I always tell people to ask, and this is based on their experience, and that is how many estates have you settled or trust administrations that you've done?
Okay.
And the reason for that question is you want to know that they've gone through the process. So when somebody passes away, that's when the trust administration has to happen. Right. So if they've never done that, or they've never done a probate case, it's like asking a pilot if they've ever landed a plane.
Right.
Sure, they're licensed, but they've never landed a plane. You probably don't want to fly with that pilot.
So Mark, how do people take the steps in creating a living trust and getting that process started?
Well, most importantly, I would suggest to not work with somebody who's going to hand you a packet to fill out and then bring back to their office. We believe that's a real disservice. They want to sit down with that person and coach and guide them on all their options and literally walk them through step by step on all those options, so that they're getting the full estate plan just the way they want it. So we sit down with them and just go one-to-one with them every time. We don't just hand them a packet.
Right.
A lot of people don't know some of these questions. So if you explain those questions on those options, it really helps that client out get the best plan for themselves.
And maybe give them some ideas, because when we created ours, they were giving us ideas like all the money just doesn't go to the heirs immediately, especially like a Bella or something. When they start hitting those ages 18, 35, hitting those ages, and that's when they get more money, so they don't blow it all at one time.
Absolutely. You've heard the stories when somebody inherited a whole bunch of money and the day they turn 18, they get their inheritance. Nothing left to show for it in 90 days, except of course that red sports car that they bought.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to have that distribution over time.
Yes. And you know, one of the things that you've done and helped a lot of my clients, you've sat down with them to review their trusts. And unfortunately, you found a lot of missing pieces and parts to their trusts. And they spent thousands and thousands of dollars. I can think of my client right here that's a mega multimillionaire and, you know, probably over $10 million in real estate, and she had holes in her trust that you found.
That's correct. Yeah, we see that a lot. And you know, Carlos, you've referred us quite a bit of business, even your own family, because I know you trust us. You're a very rare realtor that actually cares about their clients. Most realtors, they sell the listing and they're off chasing the next check to go make more money. And you stop and tell the client, this is really important to get your estate protected from probate and all the other problems that can happen. So that's why we look up to you as one of the really good realtors in San Diego that's actually helping their client with this information.
Well, and another thing you have to think about it, friends, you've worked so hard for so many years and the time and the effort and sweat. Do you want it to go to the government? Do you want to go through probate and pay I've heard $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 at times to do probate, and a year of anguish for your family members that are left behind, and it's the time and energy, and it could have been so easy by just doing something so easy up front.
And it is easy, it's simple, it's easy.
Yeah.
You just need to take the steps and get it done.
That's it.
And get it done properly.
Good. Mark Rauch, professional living trust advisor. Definitely someone you want to contact. So again, in real estate, you deserve the best and nothing less.